Feng Shui, with its origins in ancient China, is the most well-known system for creating harmony between humans and their environment. But the core idea, that our surroundings profoundly impact our well-being, fortune, and happiness, is a universal human insight. Across the globe and throughout history, diverse cultures have developed their own sophisticated principles for designing sacred and secular spaces in alignment with natural forces. Exploring these traditions reveals a fascinating truth. While the methods and metaphors differ, the goal of creating a life-enhancing, supportive environment is a common thread weaving through humanity. Chinese Feng Shui, the flow of qi, core philosophy. The foundational belief is in qi, the vital life force that flows through everything. The goal is to create environments where qi can meander smoothly, sheng qi, without becoming stagnant or too rapid, sha qi. Key tools. This tradition uses complex calculations based on the Bagua map, an energy map overlaying a floor plan, the 5 elements, wood, fire, earth, metal, water, and compass directions, flying star school, to optimize for health, wealth, and relationships. Focus. It is highly analytical and prescriptive, often involving precise furniture placement, color choices, and the use of specific elemental cures. Indian Vastu Shastra, the cosmic abode, core philosophy, meaning science of architecture. Vastu Shastra is an ancient Vedic tradition from India. It focuses on aligning human dwellings with the cosmic grid and the forces of the 5 elements, earth, water, fire, air, and space, ether. Key tools. The design is based on the Vastu Purusha Mandala, a sacred grid that maps various deities and cosmic energies onto the floor plan. Each of the 8 cardinal directions is governed by a specific force. For example, north is ruled by Kubera, the god of wealth. Focus. There is a strong emphasis on cardinal alignment. Key spaces are prescribed for certain functions. For example, the kitchen should be in the southeast, ruled by fire. The center of the home, Brahmastan, is considered the most sacred and should be kept open and light. A comparative glance. Feng Shui versus Vastu Shastra. Feature Chinese Feng Shui, Indian Vastu Shastra. Core energy qi, life force, prana, life force, cosmic energies, governance more flexible, adaptable to existing structures more rigid, often prescriptive from the build stage. Primary tool Bagua map, compass Vastu Purusha Mandala, cardinal directions, elemental system wood, fire, earth, metal, water, fire, air, space, ether, san. European traditions, Geomancy and folk wisdom. The West has its own rich history of geomancy, literally, earth divination, though it is less systematized. Roman beliefs. The Romans had a goddess of hearth and home, Vesta. The placement of the hearth was the sacred center of the home, much like the Brahmastan in Vastu. Celtic and Nordic traditions. These cultures placed great importance on sacred geometry and alignment with celestial events, like solstices. The placement of homes and ritual sites was often determined by ley lines, invisible lines of energy in the earth, a concept strikingly similar to dragon lines in Feng Shui. Folk wisdom. Many common sayings are rooted in environmental harmony. The advice to never put your bed in front of a door mirrors the Feng Shui command position, and the preference for a home on high ground with a view aligns with the protective black turtle mountain behind and red phoenix view ahead. Indigenous wisdom. Living in relationship with the land. From Native American to Aboriginal Australian traditions, Indigenous knowledge systems are deeply rooted in the principle of sacred space. Core philosophy. The land is alive and sacred. Building a home is an act of entering into a relationship with the spirit of a place. Key practices. Site selection involves reading the landscape for protection from elements, access to resources, and signs from the natural world. Structures are often oriented to honor the sun's path, seasonal winds, and sacred directions specific to that culture. Focus. The emphasis is on sustainability, reciprocity, and respect, ensuring that human habitation does not harm but rather honors the living land. Universal themes and harmonious design. Despite different origins, these traditions share powerful common ground. The importance of placement. All agree that where you place yourself, your bed, and your hearth matters deeply to your well-being. Connection to nature. Each system is fundamentally about aligning human creation with the natural world, not dominating it. The power of intention. Whether using a Bagua or a mandala, the act of intentionally designing your space is itself a powerful ritual that transforms a house into a home. The goal of well-being. Ultimately, every tradition seeks the same outcome: to create spaces that support health, prosperity, happiness, and spiritual connection. This global perspective enriches our understanding. It shows that the desire to live in harmony with our environment is not an exotic import but a deep, innate human longing. By drawing on the wisdom of many cultures, we can find the principles that resonate most deeply with us to create homes that are truly sanctuaries for the soul.